I was not always like this. When I was young, I was a good student in school and I went to church. As I reached adolescence, I became fascinated by females, but I didn't know how to approach a woman. My friends claimed they did. They would tell me stories of how seductive they were, and I felt I was missing something. So one day, as I was walking home, I walked down the street and there was a little house and there was a beautiful woman outside. She said, "Come here, young man, will you help me?" And I went into her house with her. And she looked at me and she smiled. And then she grabbed me and she held me very close to her. I had never experienced anything like this. She said her name was Lilith. My heart started pounding and the blood was rushing through my veins. And that's exactly what she wanted, because she put her teeth into my neck and she drank my blood. She drained me of every drop. I couldn't move. And then, with no more blood, my heart stopped beating and I fell lifeless on the floor. And she walked out laughing. But I was still in there. I was not really dead. I was aware. And as time passed, as the hours passed, I found I could move again. So slowly I got up. By then nightfall had come. I went out of the house into the night, and I saw someone there. I rushed at him, bit him and drank every drop of blood he had. Then I went back in the house, and I learned that I had to drink the blood of one person every night. I had to do this to survive. I also learned I could not go out in the daytime. And so I lived this way. After killing several people, the city which I lived in became very unpleasant for me. They were looking for me. So I left and I went to another city. And I did the same thing. I would leave each city as soon as people started looking for who the killer was. That was 200 years ago. I am aging very slowly, but I am in your city now. Oh, oh, how could I let this happen to me? It was 2 days ago. I was in a cafe looking at help wanted ads. And a very well-dressed man came over to me. And he said, "What is my line of work?" I told him I have a background and education in engineering. This seemed to interest him. So he invited me to lunch. He took me to a place a few blocks away. A beautiful French restaurant with a fancy name I can't even pronounce. And while I ate a delicious meal that he had made especially for me, he asked me about my experience and my knowledge of engineering. He seemed pleased. He said, "This is very good." And he told me to go up the stairs and to the first room I see at the top of the stairs. In there was a beautiful woman. She gave me every pleasure imaginable. After a while I came down again. He said, "How do you like that?" I said, "Yes, wonderful." He said, "I think you're the man for me." He said, "I will give you $10 million. Just tell me you'll be my man and you'll do what I want." I thought maybe he would want me to do something I would find unpleasant. But for $10 million, I'll even do it. So I said yes. So he said, "Okay, let's drink to it. Say, 'I'll be your man and I'll do what you want.'" So I did it. I took a drink. Almost immediately I was unconscious. And now I'm here. He told me that he had put something into me which would put me into suspended animation. He told me the $10 million is here with me. But I will have to stay here until the world comes to an end in 10 million years. I should have realized who he was. How foolish could I be? That diabolical laughter. He went, "Ha, ha, ha, ha." He said, "You'll be getting paid $1 a year." And now here I am. If you can hear this, please help me. Come, get me out of here. I'll give you the $10 million. You can have all of it, please, but just get me out of here. My name is Eric. I'm a gifted musician. My talents manifested very early. By the age of 10, I was playing all of Mozart's sonatas. And I also had a great love for composition, a great interest in it. So I was sent to a conservatory where I did very well, and I aspired to write an opera, a great opera. My opera would be the next great one, The Triumph of Don Juan. I received a commission by the Opera House. And during the rehearsals, I met and fell in love with the beautiful Christine Daae, a lovely, loving woman. The triumph of my life came. The audience loved the performance. But I didn't know that my rival, John Pierpoint, was waiting for me. John had also loved Christine and had aspired for an opera commission also. So as I walked towards the curtain, he stepped out from behind a column and threw acid in my face. It's disfigured. Christine cannot love me now. I cannot let anyone even see my face. But I will have my revenge.